Okay, welcome back. Time for game 1. Let's battle. Okay, we got a pretty solid opening hand. It's not ideal because we don't have a 2-drop and we have a Raking Runner without support. But I think the hand is still too good to mulligan, but I'm not sure. The deck mulligans fairly well, especially because Hazoret becomes a lot better on turn 4 if you mulligan. So maybe I should just be mulligan. The problem is though, if we play a mirror, which we play a lot, then this hand is quite solid and mulliganing is very hurtful. But let's mulligan for like not risking to lose just because we kept a bad hand. Our opponent kept. And yeah, this is a better hand. Not by a ton, but it is. This would be nice, but since we don't have a pirate, I'm gonna send it to the bottom. And as you can see, this is one of these hands that already punishes us because... And of course we drew another. Because we cannot go for like double spell on turn 3. But we can go for Buccaneer on turn 3, so that's a start. Alright. And that's where having the double desert really hurts, and that's why I recommended to absolutely not play more colorless lands if you're heavy on 1-cost cards. And yeah, I would really like to keep this for the Buccaneer, but right now there's not a lot of value because we only have 1 red anyway. So if it's 1 spell a turn, doesn't matter if it costs 1 or 3. And Magma Spray kills more stuff than Firebrand. Firebrand is particularly good at killing this elite, so we'll just do just that because elite is arguably the best card in the Merfolk deck if you ask me. Better than Kumena even. Like turn 2 elite into turn 3 elite plus a 1-drop is like the nut draw of the deck and just really punishing. And normally like Mono Red feels pretty good against Merfolk, but if we are this constrained on colors, we're gonna have a harder time, unfortunately. Just let us draw a red source. Okay. Because I really want to play Buccaneer and Magma Spray this. Yes, thank you. Just play it pre-combat. It's a bit sloppy, but it's faster. And there's not really anything they can do that matters. And yeah, now we have a decent hand. Unfortunately, the 1/1 hexproof is gonna kill our Earthshaker Khenra, so that's annoying. Guess they go for the river sneak. Yeah. Alright then. Just kill the adapt. Attack, not show him the mountain yet. And then he has to trade here, that's okay. But yeah, we're getting into some trouble. But yeah, if we draw a 6 land next turn, we can Khenra, eternalize, and if not, maybe we draw something meaningful like a Crasher or Hazoret. That would be great. Even a burn spell would be okay to kill the Pioneer, because the 1/1 doesn't do a lot right now. But yeah, if they also have a Branch Walker, getting rough for us here. Whether it's a 2/1 or a 3/2 doesn't really matter, but giving them a free card is actually worse than this becoming a 3/2 force. So yeah, not happy with this development. At least we can Khenra, but also means we flood. 6 lands is a lot when you mulligan to 6. That I can tell you. Make the worst unit and a worse creature not being able to block, and then ship it. He might jump block. I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably a bit too bad for him to jump. Got him to 6. Like, we really need a Hazoret here to get out from under this. Without a Hazoret, our chance of winning are pretty slim. Opponent has too many cards. Yep. At least a double block still trades. He's racing. What's going on? Okay. Does he have like an unsummon? Or like the flash guy who hexproof? Oh, Crashing Tide. Yep, that's arguably worse than unsummon. Let's kill this to buy ourselves some time. Also have hexproof. Nope, just unsummon. Oh well. Hazoret time right about now. Pressure into Lightning Strike or something could also be okay. Depending on what he drew. Seems like it's something real. No, straight Light Ranger. So yeah. Absolutely need Hazoret now. Opponent got 2 lands from the Explorer. Means the Ranger stays small, but also means closer to drawing business. And the clock is very real. There's Crasher. Gonna exert and force the Lord to block by making the Ranger not being able to block. But why is he even blocking? He has lethal. That is so bad. We have 0 hand cards, 0 cards in hand, and he had lethal under crackback. All he's doing is giving us a chance to get out of a bad situation. But we won't, so never punished. Losing to Merfolk with Mono Red is sad, but if you draw poorly, that happens. Alright, that's it for game 1. We are off to a bad start, but we got 5 more games to go. So stay tuned for game 2 next.